Hi Brush Monkeys, welcome back. And this week we're painting this female Minotaur from Reaper Miniatures. This is a really kind of cool sculpt. I'm going to kind of paint her sort of like your typical Guernsey milk cow, white with black spots. But her armor is going to be this evil chrome color. I was originally going to do it in snake-bite leather, and I thought that'd be a little grim to have this cow basically wearing the flesh of its kind as armor. And I don't know what I'm going to do with that sword yet. But yeah, that's I think it's going to be cool when it's done. I'm going to go ahead and get started on it. So see you soon. Bye. Alright, I've made quite a lot of progress on our girl here. I got the skin and hair done. And as you can see, I got those lovely black spots. The skin is misty gray, highlighted with matte white. And the spots are Vallejo Game Color Matte Black, highlighted with some Vallejo Black Gray. And the hair is just Dawn Stone with a little bit of a Longbeard Gray dry brush. Bring out that texture. I think she's looking pretty good so far. And I got a little bit of, I took a little bit of the topaz skin and mixed it with the misty gray to get that kind of pale pink color for the nose and the insides of the ears. And I think she's looking pretty good. Like how she's turning out so far. So up next I'm going to do all that armor in the... Actually, up next, I think I'm going to do the horns. The horns are just going to be Xandri Dust, Agrax Earthshade, and then highlights of Iraqi Sand and Dark Sand down near the base. So I think that's going to be, I think it's going to look good. And then we'll come back and probably do the eyes too. The eyes are going to be dark brown with Nightmare Black pupils. So we'll do those and come back and take a look at her. All right. We'll see you soon. Bye. Alright, I'm back and I've made some more progress on our gal here. As you can see, I got the horns done and the eyes done. It's kind of hard to see the eye. Well, the eye on that side is easy to see. The eye on that side is a little harder because it's in the black spot. But I did pattern it after regular cow eyes, so they're like very dark blue with a black pupil. The horns were a little bit interesting to me because cow horns are darker out towards the tips, and so it kind of forces you. I usually work from the darker shade and then work up to the lighter shade, and this kind of forced me to go backwards with that and start with the lightest shade down near the bottom, and then go gradually darker as I got out to the tips, and then put that Agrax Earthshade on there. I'm not entirely happy with the Agrax, but I'm going to let that dry a little bit and then put another layer a little further up near the tip, and if that doesn't darken it down to where I want, I may put a little bit of Nuln Oil on there to get it down where I want it. So up next I think is her armor, and armor or her belts. I went with the I went with the chrome to get away from the evil chrome, to get away from the idea of having leather armor on her, because I thought that'd be kind of ghoulish. But she's still got so many belts and straps and these little things hanging off there, and the scab or the grip of the sword, the little wraps around the top of the axe, all that kind of thing. So I'm gonna try to figure something out for that. But yeah, I think for right now, I'm going to go ahead and let this dry. I'm going to take a little break, and then when we come back, we'll do the armor. All right? We'll see you soon. Bye. Alright, we got her armor done, and she is looking pretty spiff. The armor is all evil chrome, and then I went over it with a little bit of Reikland Flesh Shade just to bring out all those plates, and then dry brushed it with a little bit of Golden Griffin. So it's looking really spiffy. Did the hilt and the pommel of the sword in the same way. And I painted painted all the leathers with Wraithbone, or my personal Wraithbone mix. It's actually a mix of white, off-white, and one of the other sand colors from Vallejo, but it works the same as race bone. Also did not like how the horns turned out. They still weren't dark enough at the tip, so I went ahead and tipped them with a little bit of Nuln Oil. So you can see they're quite a bit darker now. And yeah, she's coming along pretty well. I'm really liking it. So we're going to do all the leathers next. I was going to do the loincloth in Agaros Dunes, which is kind of a yellowish brown. Decided against that. Decided because of the copper color of the armor, I was going to do it in Gorgonta fur, which is kind of a cow anyway, in Citadel. The belt, the little thing around the axe, the straps of her gauntlets are still going to be snakebite leather. This little pouch on the side and this bag here on the side are going to be AP hardened leather. It's kind of a reddish brown, which I think will look good with that Gorgonta fur and thing. The scabbard is going to be wildwood, but I'm going to do all these little metal accents with the evil chrome, and then do hardened leather for the hilt there. So I think that's all going to look really good. I'm going to take a little break here, and then we'll come back and do all that, and then we'll come back and see how it looks. Alright, see you soon. Bye. Alright, I got the leathers done on her. The Gorgonta fur looks really fantastic. The leather pouch kind of matches the Gorgonta fur. It's kind of, the AP hardened leather is not too far off from the Gorgonta fur in that kind of reddish brown. Did the hilt of the sword in the red Gorgonta fur as well. The belt and the straps on her gauntlets are all snakebite leather. That little pouch and this big pouch on the side here are both Army Painter hardened leather. And then the loincloth and the grip of the sword are the Gorgonta fur. So up next is going to be the woods, the handle of the axe, and the scabbard here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that because there's some stuff that's got to be done to the scabbard once it's finished. And yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. And, oh, I also put a little bit of that Nuln Oil on the fur just to bring out that texture a little bit more. I think that looks a little better. It also looks a little better across the tops of the hooves there. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and go do the woods, and then we'll come back. See you soon. Bye. Alright, the wooden axe handle is done, and the wooden scabbard with all its little evil chrome fittings is done, and that looks really good. I really love how that turned out. And she's looking pretty spiff. So all that's left to do now is the axe blade, which will be blackened steel with a little bit of Necron compound on the edge. I think that's going to look pretty spiff. And then we'll do the base and call her done. Right. Really loving how she's turning out so far. See you soon. Alright, the axe is done with some Necron compound along the edge there, and it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. So all that's left to do now is the base, and the base is the usual, well, I usually use Dark Angel's green, but since I've switched to speed paints, it's Absolution green. It's the same color, it's just Army Painter instead of Citadel. So Absolution green on the base, then a Niblick green dry brush, and follow that up with Forest green base band. You've all seen me do that before. It's my standard go-to thing for basing. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and the next time you see this lady, she will be completely done. So thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye. Alright, brush monkeys, there is our finished female Minotaur from Reaper Miniatures. I think she turned out really nice. I'm liking how she looks. I'm loving that black and white fur color. I think that's a good option for her. Keeps it from being all just one big homogeneous brown. So she was a quick little paint, but I had a really good time doing her. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey Breast Monkeys, Tom here. If you like what you see, click like down below. And if you want to be notified when new videos get posted, click subscribe. And in the meantime, if you want to support us in any way, check me out on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. We're on all those platforms. If you see a miniature on the site that you want to make one of your own, hit me up on Instagram. I can quote you a price for that. And if you want any Flying Monkey Studios merchandise, like t-shirts, things like that, hit me up on storefrontier.com/flyingmonkeystudios and get all your merch there. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.